Action! I'm so hungry right now. I feel like Phoebe and Smelly Cat on Friends whenever she's sick. Smelly cat, smelly. And she has the sexy voice. Hi guys. Oh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry about my sound. I'm very sick, but life never stops. You always gotta keep working. But anyways, I wanted to get on here and talk about legs again. I asked a lot of people what you guys wanted to see from me, and other than spandex and me wearing some of the leggings that I do and showing you guys what kind of lines I like, the big one was obviously more leg workouts, simply because right now is building up your glutes and your legs. So I just wanted to tell you a few things. I'll show you a couple movements here in a second. For my favorite movements, which are hip thrusts, lunges, front squat / sumo squat, and then an RDL. Those can be elevated, the last two, or not, depending on if you have elevation apparatus available to you. But back to legs just really quickly. I think a lot of people always wonder, and a lot of the questions I've gotten is, people have been hitting plateaus. They've been trying to either eat more and then do more leg workouts, and they haven't seen any results, or vice versa. All I can say is I recommend breaking your leg workouts into two workouts, so focusing on quad dominant stuff, and then focusing on glute hamstring work the other parts of the week. So for instance, if I start my leg days on Monday, I'll do quad dominant stuff, like the front squats, the sumo squats, I'll do leg extensions. Lunges are basically, I think, a full leg movement, so those don't really count for me as far as the quad dominant thing. Split stance squats, everything that has to do with the quads, and then I'll switch it up and save the legs, glutes, for later on in the week. That's hip thrusts, that's hamstring curls, Nordic curls, RDLs, anything that has to do with just glutes and hamstring focused. That to me really would show like a huge progression in your leg stuff, your leg movements, and your glute and your muscle growth, simply because you're focusing on those soul muscle groups instead of just trying to get through a full workout and get everything done at once. So if you have the time, I would definitely recommend doing those two things, breaking your workouts into quads and then hamstrings, glutes. Even go as far as doing quads, hamstrings, and then glutes. I forgot what I was gonna say. My snotty nose is messing up, it's fogging up my brain. Leg, well, because anyways. So with legs and glute building and all that kind of stuff, you're gonna wanna eat more. So I recommend eating more the night before you're gonna do heavy leg day. I recommend carb cycling for those that understand it. Maybe I'll do a video down the road about carb cycling, but I think that would really help a lot of people from what I've seen. And also, you always have to challenge yourself. So heavy weight is obviously going to build muscle, lighter weight and more reps, and doing stuff till failure is obviously going to be more of a toning mechanism. So if you're really looking to push yourself and grow, I would recommend doing more heavy weighted stuff. And then kind of once you've gotten to where you want to go to, maybe start doing the toning. Back to the muscle growth and the weights. So I recommend doing pyramids basically. So pyramid is like doing a 15 rep, 12 rep, 10, 10, 8 rep of say like leg extensions. So you're increasing the weight as you go and you're decreasing the reps as you go. That's a pyramid. And that'll really help you kind of fatigue your muscles out. And like I said, going back to a plateau, this is going to change up your workout and let your muscles kind of like feel kind of a shock, like, oh shit, what are we doing? Whoa, we need to build up, Nelly. That's what they're going to say is, what is happening? What is happening? It's a surprise party. Anyways, you need to watch SNL on that one. Okay, and then a drop set is basically, so you're at a certain weight, and we'll just keep going back to a leg extension because it's a pretty simple exercise and description of something. So it's a leg extension, so a drop set's basically you're gonna do a rep range, right? And then you're gonna drop the weight 20 to 30% of the previous weight that you did. And then you can either fail it out, which failure is basically doing the movement until you possibly can't do it anymore and you're so tired and so fatigued that you're gonna like fall off the chair. So those are things that I recommend doing as far as like changing up your workouts to really see a difference in your muscles, especially if you're plateauing and you're kind of doing the same thing. I'm not one of those people that say, so back to like, and then going back to dieting and then muscle groups in general, if you've been dieting and doing the same workouts and you're not seeing any changes, it's because you're either overtraining or you're over dieting or you're not doing something, you're not shocking your body enough for it to kind of like go into a different jump, basically. So if you get up in the morning and you eat the same thing every morning and then you train the same things every other day or something, your body's gonna get into a routine where it's just gonna kind of keep the same. Your body adapts is what I'm saying, and you need to shock it so that it's like, whoa, what are we doing? We need to step up our game so that you get changes in your body. So, and also, I spoke about diet, I spoke about growing and building, and I have two more things that I want to note. A lot of people always say that they want big glutes and big thighs, that they want like a six-pack too. It's not impossible, but naturally it's kind of hard unless you're like genetically blessed in that sense, but I always said you have to kind of pick which one you want for a while. So if you want to build up those glutes and build up your legs or whatever, you're going to have to eat more and therefore kind of not let your stomach go by any means, but it's going to be a little bit harder to show the six-pack because, as I said, or as I'll mention, like the six-pack is basically, abs are what you eat, and abs are basically off of like a very lean body mass. So I would say build up the glutes and build up the thighs as much as you want, and then when you get to that point where you're okay with that, then you can start shredding down and you'll keep the muscle mass that you've built, as opposed to just kind of losing it. I would always recommend having a BCAA in hand, just to kind of keep your energy levels up whenever you're doing that kind of lean out stage. And what's the next thing I was going to say? Oh, and hydration is key. So always have like a gallon of water. I'm one of those people that needs more than a gallon simply because I work out so much, and also just the way my body is, I need more hydration in my body. So yeah, but anyways, I'm going to show you guys my 4 favorite leg movements that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Again, sorry if I'm a little nasally, but I'm wanting to do more of these videos back to back to back as to obviously grow my channel and to be more personal with you guys. So follow me upstairs. I'm going to change into a different outfit because it's so cold outside, so I have to wear all this stuff. And Chickpea got some stuff on my champion sweater. But anyways, these are from Iris Fitness. Oh. So to the 4 favorite movements, these are the front squats first. The front squat is great for getting those nice sweeps on your thighs. I am elevated, so I'm using boxes. Anything that you can kind of stand up on that has a good firm structure so that you're not falling. I'm holding the weight at my chest. I'm going a little bit below actual range of motion. I'm squeezing my glutes and my thighs as I come up. This is the Sumo Squat, great for the inner thigh and the piriformis area, which is the outside thigh, or that little swoop underneath your glutes. I'm doing the same thing, holding the weight down below my knees to give that deeper range of motion, also elevated. Here I'm doing a sumo deadlift with a barbell, basically kind of the same concept as a sumo squat. My toes are out. I'm taking the bar below my knees. As I come up, I squeeze. Great for my outer thigh and inner thigh area, as well as hamstrings. I am squeezing as I come up. Next, we're moving on to an RDL. I'm keeping the bar as close to my body as I can, really focusing on squeezing my glutes, pushing those glutes back towards the wall. This is great for the glute tie-in. And here I am doing walking lunges with dumbbells. This is one of my favorite movements by far with lower body. I'm going right into each step, so I'm not pausing at all. I'm keeping my chest up and keeping that weight kind of forward so that I'm working more of my sweeps on my thighs. Great movement for an all-around total leg day. Next, I'm going to be moving into hip thrusts. Hip thrusts are one of my favorite movements as well. I do a lot of hip thrusts during the week. This is a lighter weight for me, so usually I like to go up in heavy weight to keep it more challenging for myself. So here I'm keeping my head in line with my spine. As I go down and come up, everything is in perfect alignment.
These are great for that booty pop or the glute pop. Again, with any of these movements, you can do pyramids, as I mentioned, or drop sets to make it even more challenging for yourself and to really grow those muscles, as I mentioned before.
I do customized programs. I do customized training, customized meal plans. If you guys are interested in those, you can just shoot me a message. You can DM me on Instagram, or you can hit me up on my website in a contact submission. I do have preset programs too. It's nellynewman.com, and I'll link it below. So if you guys are interested in any of those things, let me know. Yeah. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate it. I was gonna say a joke, but I forgot the joke.